Hi, this is Michelle with Pink and Maine. Today I am going to be talking about our pull and flip dies. Now this die creates a really cool waterfall card effect. So it makes like a nice interactive card, and we've given you lots of extra little goodies to go along with it. So here I have the pieces cut out. This is the main piece that we're going to use to create the waterfall card. We have a square and a backing scallop layer. We have the words love ya, hi, hello, and thanks, and a couple of little icons, a heart, a star, a little party hat, and a gift. So you can create them for all kinds of celebrations and occasions. To work with this interactive piece, we've given you 4 score lines down here, and you're going to just fold and crease those just really well. And you can just fold them all the same direction, just pulling the top down, making another crease, pulling it, making it another crease. Make sure they're good and creased, because that's going to make the piece work really well once it's finished. You want them good and creased. So see how I kind of have it going in a U or a C shape here? They're just all folded in the same direction. With the pull and flip die today, we're going to make this vertical top folding card with the pull and flip die feature. And as you can see, you just pull, and the little pieces just kind of like a waterfall fall forward and then back as you push and pull. It looks super complicated and people will go, wow, how did you do that? But I'll show you and walk you through it, and it's really simple. I've already gotten started with the base of the card. I simply layered some pattern paper and cardstock using some of our rectangle dies, our stitched rectangle dies, and our scallop rectangle dies, which layer nicely together. This is the most important part of putting the pull and flip dies together, and yet it's really simple. Once you get the hang of it, you'll be making them in no time. As I mentioned before, you have 4 score lines along this end here. There's also score lines here before these tabs that stick out. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to start to fold and crease all of these fold lines, just like that, in the same direction. I'm just going to fold and crease, fold and crease. Okay, so now we have all our score lines creased good, okay? We're going to take this end with the tabs here, and we're gonna fold it over the main piece like that. Okay, so now I have these tabs sticking out on top of this piece here with the curve. I've already layered the little squares, the scallops, and the icons and words that I want to use. So you could just pick out of the die, or you could even use some stamps and stamp up some little characters or a little scene on each of these, whatever you like. But I've gotten these ready, and we're going to adhere them down. So you want to put a line of adhesive just before this first score line. Okay. So I have my line of adhesive before the score line. And I'm going to put my first little scallop square down, and the edge of this scallop square is going to go right up, almost right up to that score line. So if we fold it right there, you see it's just right there at the edge. Okay? In between these 2 score lines, the first one and the second one, we're going to put another line of adhesive. going to choose another square and we're going to layer it right over the top with the edge of that scallop square going right up to that second score line. We're going to do the same thing in between here, just a line of adhesive in between those score lines. And you can use score tape or your favorite strong adhesive. We're going to line up the edge of this scallop almost right up to that score line. Okay, so we're starting to build our waterfall element. And lastly, we're going to put one more line of adhesive just before this last fold. And there we have all of our little panels on, and we've created that waterfall element. And now you're probably wondering, okay, so how do we attach this to the card? So I have my card base, and I just so happen to create this so that you pull it up. You can also have someone pull it sideways and go across the card. You could put it down. You just want to put your elements in the waterfall pieces so that they're facing the direction that you want it to go. So I have it that we're going to pull it up at the top from the top of the card. So there's two ways you can adhere this down. If you like the look of the flaps being there, you can just glue these flaps down just like this, and maybe, you know, put a cute little sticker on there or one of our glossy dots or a brad, you know, just to hold, because you just want to hold those flaps down. You don't want to glue any other part of this down. You only want to glue the tabs. The way I prefer to do it is, you see how we have it folded here, the tabs are at the top of the element. We're going to wrap these tabs behind it, you see, just like that, and we're going to put adhesive just on these tabs again, okay? So right on the top of these tabs that are folded back, and then we're going to adhere that down just like that, and it looks really nice and clean. So let's put some adhesive on these tabs. And you may want to use your favorite liquid adhesive or some score tape, whatever will hold this down nice and securely to the card, because you're going to be pulling on this element. You want it to stick fairly well. I got a little bit of adhesive on the edge there. We don't want that to stick. Okay, so we're folding these back. I'm going to put this where I want it, about right there, and stick those tabs down, just like so. So now I have my waterfall card that moves just like that. Simple and easy. And if we want to, we can just add, we can tie a ribbon in the hole there. The hole is optional. You can leave it without the hole. I have the little circle die that cuts that hole, comes separately. So if you don't want the hole there and you just want the nice little rounded edge that someone can pull, you can leave it without the hole. So I hope you've enjoyed our little tutorial video on putting our pull and flip dies together. We hope that you'll be making lots of fun waterfall cards with our dies. And be sure to check back with us again for more inspirational and tutorial videos. Keep living the creative life.